family. So drama. First of all, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Get your coffee, pull up. I got a doozy. So I saw something on the news last week, and I wanted to talk to you then about it, but my videos were already scheduled, and it creeped me out. Okay, I don't know if creep me out is the right word, but basically what it was it was a news broadcast. It was our local news, and they were talking about first responder Blacklist. I don't know if you've heard of this, but basically it's a program that they're working on, that they're going to put into place. And it's basically, okay, anybody who's called maybe 911, called for help, called for an ambulance, whatever, and the situation turned difficult. They were difficult with the responders. Maybe they were physical with the responders, whether this is ambulance, whether this is police officers, whatever, but the person ended up being violent, physical, maybe spit on, whatever, right? Was difficult, okay? Was not they showed up, they helped the person and whatever. And maybe the person didn't call 911. Maybe 911 was called on them, right? And the police show up and whatever. And I'm not sure how they're going to do this, but the idea is that when somebody calls 911, if they are on this blacklist, their timelines for getting service, for getting help might be, not denied, but just take longer time. An example would be, okay, say a situation happened, you were put on the blacklist, and then something happened medically. You're like, I need an ambulance, I need something, right? You call 911, you're on this blacklist. Now it takes longer because the ambulance is not going to just come directly right away like they normally would maybe. They're going to wait because you're on the blacklist, which means you were a problem, you were an issue. They're now maybe going to call the police officers and make sure that they have assistance before they go out to your location. Or they're going to do this, or they're going to do this. So it was crazy to me. It was mind-blowing that I was like, whoa, first of all, a blacklist. First of all, we're using the word blacklist, which is pretty strong, as if you're blacklisted, baby. You're not important. You're not going to get taken care of, you know, you're on the list that like we don't care about. You're a problem, right? And so if your address or your name, again, it's new, so I don't know exactly how it's going to work out. But it was crazy. I don't know. You tell me in the comments what you guys think, what your thoughts are on this. Do you agree? Maybe you're like, yeah, people need to know how to act and whatever. But I see all kinds of variables with this and glitches and problems with this on, you know, you never know when somebody's calling and they give an address, if they're not even associated with that address, but they're asking for help and that's the closest address they see, you know what I mean? So is it going to be associated by names? You know, I don't know. So it's a crazy notion that we would treat people differently when it comes to you know, service of help, of calling for help, of calling for an ambulance, for calling for a first responder. And maybe I'm thinking too much out of this. Maybe it's very simple and it's like, look, Tasha, there's not going to be that many people on this blacklist, right? This is basically for criminals, for criminal locations. And if they're busy, look, they're not going to be priority. These other people are going to be priority because the last time they didn't act right. And because you didn't act right, guess what, baby? You're not going to be priority. You know, maybe it's like that. I don't know, right? So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear your comments. I would love to hear, have you seen this on the news? Have you heard this happening in your area? Have you ever heard of this happening? Does this happen in your area? Maybe you're already aware of this happening. Again, it seemed, and it was put out, you know, again, it's the news, you guys. So take everything with a grain of salt. But it was put out really like it was like this pilot type of program that they weren't sure, right? There wasn't specifics yet. So we'll see how this works out. I just wanted to know, I thought it was bonkers, and I kind of wanted to just know your guys' thoughts on what you guys are hearing and what you guys think of this, right? So I'm super excited to see the comments. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are having a good, you know, week last week. That was a good week for you guys, and that you're staying busy and you're continuing to do the things and you're not letting the noise get to you, and you're just keeping things simple with simple preparedness for you and your family. Okay, so you guys be well, take care, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye.